And ultimately, there are really only three types of people that we can say that might be able to sustain a relationship, such as that word is, with a narcissist. One is people who are very weak or naive, and they feel like they just don't have anything within themselves to draw upon. And so it's like, well, I've already, locked in with this person. I guess I may as well stay the course. And so there's sometimes people, they just stay there because they don't feel like they have enough strength to move beyond that narcissist. Another group of people that might be able to stay with a narcissist are what we call the flying monkeys. They feel like by staying associated with them, there's something to gain. And so they become apologists on their behalf. They overlook all the crazy stuff as they do whatever the narcissist wants them to do. And it's like, well, maybe I'll get their approval. Of course, it doesn't happen. But, flying monkeys may stick around. And then another is that, narcissists may engage with other like-minded narcissists. Narcissists of the world unite. And so for a while, they can stick around with each other, although those are like 2 grams butting heads, and that'll eventually implode. Inevitably, narcissists, because of the strain that they generate, they will then carry around their own version of anger. Many times it comes in the form of explosions. Other times it's simmering irritation. Sometimes it's very punitive, passive aggressiveness, but some form or another of anger, and they don't ever get beyond that. There are healthy forms of anger, but again, they think, I don't need to learn that stuff. I mean, why would I? You're the one that's creating the problems. And then they continually fall back on blame, and then a little bit more blame, and then some more blame. And then when they finish with that, they accuse, and then they accuse, and then they continue to accuse. And that's what we mean when we say, you can't really look at these people with any form of optimism, because those types of elements will generate implosion. And then you have to kind of start asking yourself, am I being required to let go of my good common sense to prop up a very unhealthy kind of relationship? And so that's why we just say, because these individuals are destined to implode, you're going to need to get away from the dynamite. You don't want to just go down with them, so to speak. And if possible, go zero contact and put them in your rearview mirror. And if that's not possible for various reasons, you want to try to have the least amount of investment in them emotionally as is possible. I know that it can feel unnatural for you to just acknowledge what we're saying here today, that some individuals, no matter how hard you try, they're going to fall apart. But and the reason is if you have a healthy personality, you want to draw upon hope and you want to draw upon optimism. But in the case of some of these individuals, it's like, it is what it is. And they are so intent on propping up their false self, their false version of what life is all about, that their psychopathology is just going to go on and on. And you know what happens when they go to the next person and they repeat the same patterns, and then the next person and the other relationships eventually fall apart? You know what they are going to say when that happens? You're over there thinking, well, now have you figured it out? Their one reaction to all of that is, it's still not my fault. Okay, that's where they are. And so I'm hoping, like I say, as you see it eroding and imploding, rather than thinking, well, I'm going to be the one that's going to come in with all the fix-it tools, recognize it for what it is, and then apply your good skills with people who actually know what to do with your healthiness.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm lonely, I stick my dick in baloney.